People who have never experienced sailing life think that we, sailors, spend most of our time on the high seas. There is probably no bigger misconception. Can you put your roots down while living on a boat? Definitely yes. We have felt a bit like that since we got stuck since June in Martinique in the French Caribbean. Despite feeling comfortable here, it's time for a change. A bit lazily, but we finally decided to move towards Guadeloupe, where we can sail without restrictions from Martinique. Today in the morning we got excited and started intensive preparation for sailing. In addition to various works on the yacht, we also had to inspect the mast, rigging, and then replace the French flag with a new one, because unfortunately the wind shredded the old one beyond recognition. Then the first docking in 6 months for refueling. Okay, so after I think probably a few months, this is the first time we approached to the dock and just took some fuel for next 6 months. And now we're ready to go to Guadeloupe. Now we're ready. Woohoo! What did he buy?
More electrical power.
More electrical power. Okay, so apparently we have new solar panels. Ooh la la. It's happening. So we're gonna have more energy. More energy to our family.
Nie mam tutaj tego odbijacza z lewej.
It was smooth, wasn't it? So now we are leaving Le Marin. As you can see, there are so many boats here. Apparently this is the biggest marina in Martinique and probably in the Caribbean. Okay. Boys are helping with but they cannot waste any time just to fight. Okay, so now the plan is that we're gonna anchor here just for like 1 hour. We're gonna do shopping and then we're gonna just go straight to Guadeloupe. Finding a good spot to anchor between other boats and shallows. Okay, 2 hours later we're done with shopping, big shopping. Bartek already went to the dinghy. This is the easiest part when you can put your dinghy on the dock here and go to the supermarket just next to it. Oh. So this is the Christmas shopping. Now the bad part.
Hey guys, finally after like 4 months, is it? 6, 10? No, more like 5 months of being in Martinique, we decided to move. The restrictions have been lifted some time ago, so we can move freely between Martinique and Guadeloupe, so that's where we're going.
Few hours later, after we just preparing, did shopping, and it's past 12:30, so and we got 12 hours to go. So I'm a little bit complaining.
We also had the house not really in order, because it was a house for the last few months and we didn't really sail, so everything was sort of like completely loose and once we clear the Cape, the southern tip of Martinique, it might get quite bumpy. So we might lose some things if we don't take care of them right now. So Ania is handling the helm.
You?
And Kuba and Julian are raising the anchor with Adam. And this is how we clean the anchor from the mud and the sand. Leave it slightly in the water and just go forward. And now it's going up. Very nice. Merry Christmas, guys!
Merry Christmas!
See you in Guadeloupe!
Thank you! Bye!
Bye-bye!
Okay, a few hours later. Co oglądacie? What are you watching? Okay, we still got the reception, so they're watching Netflix. How's the captain?
The hardest part of the route. Just look at the chart. Check it out. We just rounded the southern tip of Martinique, and until we can turn left here, let me see. So we still have to go out into the wind a bit so that we clear all this, and then we can go straight to Guadeloupe, avoiding 12 miles offshore of Dominica because they just became not very friendly to ships passing by. So I made this zone over here. I painted 12 miles offshore so that we can go directly this way and then off to Marigaland right here. And then eventually we're gonna go to these little islands over here, but maybe for just one day. And I'm sure we'll visit the Saints over here, and that's Guadeloupe. So that's the route, about 104 miles in front of us. Okay, so we finally rounded the Cape, and now we're still upwind, but soon enough we're gonna be able to go a little bit more downwind. So then the mainsail is the first thing we're gonna raise. That was really weird. Hung brushes probably. We're gonna have to take that apart soon enough. Right now we're doing about 9-10 knots, slightly upwind, so it's a very comfortable course. We have Genoa and the mainsail up, so basically like a standard complement. And this is really kind of pretty much most optimal solution with those two sails, with this point of sail. If we were to fall off, you know, we could use another sail and be a little bit faster. But this is really comfortable. This is really fast and no complaints whatsoever. After since February being stagnant, short of one trip, short trip from St. Lucia and a few short trips around the island, you know, we've been really stagnant. So this feels good, really good. We have about 12 knots of wind. Yeah, 12, 13 knots of wind and 9, 10 knots of speed. We're happy. And Kasia's playing ukulele. About 12 knots of wind. Doesn't get any better. Oh my god, we have a killer whale! Holy shit! It's attacking our boat! It's attacking Ania! Ania, be careful! Let's see who's gonna win. Ania versus killer whale. Who's gonna win? Ah, man! I'm not gonna mess with this woman. Alright, I'm no longer scared of orcas. By the way, in the last few months, I guess, about 24 boats around Spain got attacked by killer whales, so apparently it's a no joke. Of course, we make a joke out of everything. Thank you, honey.
Ooh, we're safe.
Yes, thanks to you. You're a hero. And time for some food. I'm gonna take the biggest one.
Okay, inside is much calmer. Kuba is sleeping. Julian is playing cards and nobody wants to play with him. And the captain is busy. Oh.
This is the precision approach. So we changed our decision. We basically made a decision not to go directly to Guadeloupe, and instead we're going to spend the night in northern Martinique, northeastern Martinique. We know this really pretty place called Caravelle, which is actually a national park or something like that. In any case, it's very, very nice, not undisturbed nature. We're here, the red boat, and we're gonna stop here, which is less than 20 miles because we've already been going for a while. So right now it's showing 13 miles, 12.8, right? So after that we have and in the morning we have another 60 and change to Guadeloupe. Now we decided that, you know, getting into Guadeloupe sometime at 2 in the morning is just no fun. There's really no point doing it because the wind is just as good tomorrow or day after tomorrow if we decide to go hiking. But here's the situation right now. Since we are going, we had two choices. To go outside or to go inside the reefs. So now we're going inside the reefs. For some reason it's not exactly totally peaceful, but when we were here it was actually completely flat. So we're enjoying at least a little bit of a better ride on this side. The downside is that you have to be very precise at steering, which is why I'm here in the middle. I mean, on the inside, because just watch. Like for example, this place between those two reefs, there's about 50 meters, and at 10 knots, which is what we're doing right now, that's just a few seconds.
Okay.
So.
Co pani nam powie, jak wygląda świat przez różowe okulary?
First of all, you should speak English because today is an English vlog, as we promised. And I would like to mention that we are such a bad vloggers. We don't have nothing to say. Especially during passage and during sailing, we got so lazy. Like I don't know if it's because of seasickness or we're just boring people. At least we were attacked by Orca. This is gonna be a hero of our vlog today. Gambling in progress. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Julian? You are the winner. And let's see how the sea looks from the toilet. It's not bad.
So as you see, yes, we can sail around Martinique. That's probably the best island around the whole Caribbean to explore. If I were to pick one island that I would have to get stuck in, this would be the one, because of the East Coast. Normally East Coast and any island in the Caribbean is pretty much inaccessible. This one has a great barrier reef on just to the east of us that pretty much makes this water almost flat, and we can visit all these little islands while being covered by the great reef. And there's multitude of little bays, islands, all kinds of different things, mangroves, you name it. There's no end to it. Yeah, it's a funny thing with Martinique, because we always thought and talked about sailing eastern Martinique, but we always thought, oh well, it's in the east, it's on the windward side, we have to wait for good weather, and we never had much of a window of opportunity between the weather and my schedule, and so we always ended up going down to the Grenadines and whatnot. And now, thanks to the pandemics, here we are, and we absolutely love it. Boy, yeah, how.
And I would like just to mention that thank you for being with us, and thank you for being patient for last year when we were speaking only Polish, and now we are going to speak more English in our vlogs. Actually, I'm really happy that we're gonna stop in Caravelle for tonight, and we're gonna continue our journey maybe tomorrow, because yeah, after 8 months, no, since June, so it's December, so since June we haven't sailed a lot, so a few hours at sea and then a lot of preparation before we left makes us really dizzy. Fishing nets are everywhere. Okay, boys are really boring, so I'm gonna show you an amazing island. Okay, so we have Garu, and Garu is amazing because it's an inhabited island, and just a few weeks ago we anchored really close to the island, and so we could spend 1 hour over there. So this is the Garu, and this is the island of turtles. Yes, so it's a reserve for turtles, and it's really amazing, it's really sweet. And today we're just passing by. Okay, I just left them for like 2 minutes and they already started to fight.
I'm telling him that I have no sense of humor, and he's insisting that I have to have a sense of humor.
Sense of humor?
I don't have a sense of humor.
You don't have a sense of humor?
Captain is only one.
Captain's only one. And nobody is perfect except the captain.
Nobody's perfect.
Bartek is proud because he just set up a new set of solar panels.
Yeah. Look how it's done.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
Ta-da. And we don't have any energy problem now. Energy.
Honey, are you low on energy?
I'm not low on energy.
I hope not, because I got some energy for you.
Now, Julian. Co jesz? What are you eating? Is it chocolate? Chocolate? Okay, chocolate. Wow. We are sailing really, really fast. Wait. Okay, the lazy way to just release our mainsail. We are approaching to the bay. Just before sunset. Last moment, it's before 6 and it's getting dark. Attention, attention. Oh, yeah, yeah. That was fast. Lock the boom. And we are entering the Caravelle. So this is an amazing bay just on the east north of Martinique. The status of fishing is that we lost our line, tightened to the fishing net, so we needed to cut it off. Nie, bo już dojeżdżamy, okay? We're gonna anchor in a second. So we have a reef on the others, on two sides, and between there's a path that we can enter the bay, and inside we can find a shelter, and it's quite quiet, calm, and normally there are no boats. Now we can see one sailboat anchored inside of the bay, but it's not a problem because there's plenty of place over there. There's plenty of job always to be done. Okay, so Orca is gonna be our new crew member of Polly, and we're gonna anchor in a second, and we're gonna say good night in a second, of course, and we're gonna continue our journey to tomorrow. That's the worst job, that's why I'm not doing it. So this is how we switch.
So it's not only trying the anchor, but it's actually you go in reverse in order to dig it into the bottom. Nie trzyma. Yeah.
You want to re-anchor? Whoops, okay. This is sacrificing.
If you guys think that the drone footage comes cheap, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Segredos vêm da floresta de luz, Pachamama, Pachamama, abre a consciência dos seus filhos a crescer.